board, and that's what I'm needing. I'm gonna cut the rest of this board. I won't bore you with all the technicalities of running this thing, but I completely get the board cut. I get the clutch off a little faster and the belts run off of it. That ain't no problem. Anyway, I need a double belt system on it, really. If you're going to build one of these, I'd suggest that you put a double pulley on it. I'm going to do that one. That's the only thing I lack. But I just wanted to show you kind of what the mill do, and I'm gonna take this off the stand, and it'll be a little shaky for a minute, and then I'm gonna show you some of the things I've done to it. I really don't even know how to pause this, or I can pause it for you folks. Anyway, all right, see what I got here is it's nothing much but a lawnmower engine. This is the lawnmower where the steering wheel was. And I've got the landing gear up on that fifth wheel out, if you can see it in the distance. I took the landing gear, that would be this area right down in here. Let me get it. Yeah, right down in here. All this is just, it's got the gears and stuff, and it's battery operated, DC. So you just put a lawnmower battery in it. You've got your motor. Well, it's over here on the other side. You can't see it. Yeah, right there's your little DC motor. It raises it up and down. That's what raises a camper up and down. So I just used that. I even took the toggle switch. You can hear it. Take this toggle switch, and it turns about a 1/16 per turn, I think, about what comes out. You can count the turns and get your dimensions, but then I've got nothing more than an idler pulley on it, which, like I say, I've got to do a little adjusting on that right there. But that's how it works. You can put your log on, roll your log on, pin it down. The biggest problem is making all this, and I've made this all adjustable. It's hard to show on the video. I don't know, you can see right there. See how this is hot. Screws, it's nothing but threaded rod, and stops on the other side. There's all kinds of ways you can do this, and you need to just make you a flat bed out of frames or whatever. I bought all this at scrapyard, but if you can do a little welding, or know somebody does a little welding, you can build you one of these mills for less than probably $500, you know, and you got something that really works well. And I thought somebody out there might want to see how I did this. And at the bottom of the video, I'll give you a phone number of John. He's in Ohio. He sells me these blades, and he gets them from somewhere where they wire a little bit and they sharpen them a couple times. They just replace them. Those blades are about $500 or more, but he sells them to me, you know, at a reasonable price. I think you can get them on eBay for $125 maybe, but I'll let you and John work out that details. But it's a 60-tooth blade, and I'll show you right here, and it's 26 inches, you know, in diameter by about 1/4 inch. And you have to take these pitch on these teeth and change them. It's made like a chop saw when you get it, and you've got to put an angle on every other tooth. And anybody that sharpens tools, any tool grinding shop could do that for you. So that's not no big issue. The biggest problem I had would be these stands here. You see where my log's sitting in my stand? Your bushing on your mill has got to pass by this, and so you ain't gonna get but half of what your blade is. If you got a 26-inch blade, you ain't gonna cut nothing over about 10 or 11 inches, because you got to have room for passage. And another problem you got is this carbide. There's no room for mistakes. If you hit a piece of metal, you run an expensive blade. But if you're careful, take your time, these things will run and run and run. And I built a band mill one time, and they're great. I got nothing against band mills, other than I got tired of getting blades and I resharpened them myself. But a band mill, the blade will stress out after it's run so long, and this blade here will last you and last you and last you. If you don't hit no nails and something in your wood or something on your mill, I have no idea how long it'll cut, but it's not even got dull yet. You can see how good it cuts. Right there's a pile of slabs, and there's a sawdust in the distance. I tell people I've got one little pile of lumber and 2 piles of slabs and 3 piles of dust. But that's basically a joke. But you do get a lot of dust, chips, but you know, you can use that for bedding for animals. Put it in your garden. You can make birdhouses out of the slabs, burn them for kindling. I tell you, America's in a heck of a shape right now, and these people out here, you can work your way right out of poverty into prosperity if you'll build you one of these little mills. And I hope this will help somebody, because I'm not doing this for money. I'm doing this to save money, and that money that I don't have, and I'm retired, and this is just a hobby for me. But I've done this before, and I built a lot of buildings over the years, and it's always been a money-making proposition. So I just wanted to share that with y'all, and I think my battery's about to go dead, and so I'm gonna get off here. But I'm in the mountains of North Carolina. My name's Dale Williams, and my email address is dalerelick54@yahoo.com. If you want to ask me any questions, I could draw you a sketch of this if it would help you. And I just went to the scrapyard and bought pillar post bearings and rollers and bushings, and you can kind of see. But it's not brain science, people. But if you want to work, if you're afraid of work, there ain't no use to fool with this, because there's work in it. But it's self-gratifying, and it's profitable, and I just really love fooling with it. But anyway, give me text me, email me, whatever, if you got any questions. Thank you so much.